In this tutorial, I'm going to go over some of the Microsoft Teams settings. So those of you who were asking about how to turn off the chat room for your classes when class is not in session, I'm going to go over that today. Okay, so in Teams, one of the very first places you can find settings for your individual teams is from the Home Teams section, these three little dots in the top right corner. You're going to go to Manage Team, and in here it's going to give you different options: members, channels, settings, analytics, and apps. If you go over to Settings, it's going to give you different things that you can change as far as accessibility for your students. The team theme is just going to change the little picture if you want to do that. Member permissions is where I would like to focus your attention on at the moment. In member permissions, by default, these bottom three are going to be selected. Okay, I have turned off the bottom two in all of my classes with students because these bottom two allow students to not only post messages, but to delete or edit messages that they post. And I don't want them to be able to do that. If they put it in the chat box, I want to be the only one who can do that. So if I need to take any disciplinary actions, I may do so. So again, the only box that I personally have checked in this section is that owners are the only ones who can delete the messages, and that you can delete all messages. Okay. Guest permissions is turned off. For the @mentions, I have them turned off for my students. In the 7th grade science team, we do use these so that we can call out specific teachers or specific grade levels within the team. But again, I have them turned off for my students because I don't want them to necessarily be able to call out one of their classmates. Okay. Fun stuff. This is where you can allow or not allow students to post Giphy images, stickers, and memes within the chat box. And for tags, tags are where you can create groups of people to call out in the chat box. So again, I have that set to team owners only, which I believe is the default. The next set of settings that I want to point out to you is on this left-hand panel. You also should have a General tab. And if you see, there's 3 dots within that General tab as well. Those 3 dots in the General tab are where you can manage the channel and make it so that only owners can post messages. So if you want to turn off the chat box and not have students posting at all in the chat box, this is where you would change that setting. So that does it for settings. Let me know if you need anything else.